So it's been 12 years today since I lost my mum to cancer, and 10 or so years before that I'd already lost my dad to cancer. I'm an only child. So I've written about something that I talk about, which is personal to me, and it's a sense of onlyness. So it's not loneliness, it's a little bit different. It's a term that I'm coined for myself, and it's onlyness. Onlyness is a very special type of feeling, and it's something that I feel really passionate and strongly about, and it will only affect a certain amount of people. It will only affect only children, and it will only affect those only children who've lost both of their parents as an adult. So I've written a small piece about onlyness, and I think it's important to share it today because today is the day that essentially 12 years ago I became an orphan. So I'm going to share that with you today. Onlyness is a unique and poignant emotional experience that arises when an only child loses both of their parents in adulthood. It encompasses a profound sense of aloneness. As the foundation pillars of familial support crumble, leaving an individual that is supposed to be an adult to navigate the complexities of life without the familiar guidance and presence of both of their parents. And now remember, when you're an only child, you are the world for your parents. You are their focus. So siblings might not understand this, or if you've got brothers and sisters, you might not understand how much your parents' focus is on you. So in other words, when that focus just disappears, this is where you are just plunged into this depth of aloneness and onlyness. The emotional terrain is distinctive as it combines the grief of losing loved ones, but also the challenges of adapting to a world where the primary anchors that you've always known to be true for you are now suddenly absent. So it's a really interesting feeling where you don't want all of that spotlight when you're growing up as a teenager. You want to be left alone. But then when the spotlight goes away, you're in the dark. And then when you are left alone, you don't want to be alone. It's a really strange feeling. I've thought about this a lot over the last sort of, decade or so, and I've found there are 3 ways to deal with it. So if any of you resonate with what I'm talking about here. So the first tip I have is to seek support networks. And in the face of onlyness, it becomes crucial to actively seek out and foster support networks, whether that's friendships, whether that's new relationships, whether that's a kind of adopted mummy and daddy kind of thing. And so extended family as well, and maybe even therapists who specialise in dealing with loss and grief. And sharing your thoughts and feelings with other people. Kind of like that's what I'm doing here right now in this Facebook or video chat. And as you share your thoughts and your feelings with others, they can actually understand and empathise with how you're feeling. And that can also provide a vital emotional outlet for you. Second tip is cultivate self-compassion. So onlyness can bring forth feelings of isolation and vulnerability, and it's essential to cultivate self-compassion during this period. Understand that it's okay to grieve. It's okay not to feel okay. And it's okay to feel the weight of all of those burdens again. And it's really, really important to prioritise self-care. This might include activities for yourself that bring comfort, even therapy. And that's why I'm a therapist, because this is what happened to me. My life turned into a constant therapy session. So, it's just about navigating grief and loss And it's not about pushing it away, it's about living with it and learning to live with it. And the third tip I have is building a new sense of purpose. So the absence of parents can create a void in one's sense of purpose, and it's really important to use this challenging time as an opportunity for self-discovery and the development of a renewed purpose. And, this might involve setting yourself personal goals, pursuing different interests, engaging in activities that bring a sense of fulfillment. And building a new foundation for meaning can be a powerful antidote to the emotional challenges of loneliness. And, that's kind of how I became a hypnotherapist, because that became my new focus. So remember that navigating loneliness is a personal journey, and finding what works for you will take time, and it's important to take that time and to really, dive into that. It's okay to seek help and to, ask for therapy. Therapy is not a negative thing at all. It's okay to lean on others when you need to. Just gradually build and rebuild a sense of connection, maybe with other people, but also with yourself, and a sense of purpose in this very unique and challenging experience. So I send all my love and heartfelt kindness to you at this time. So any fellow loneliness sufferers out there, I'd love to hear from you. Lots of love. Bye.